All right, man. I got a source this morning that told me the reason why Crawford is kind of going up to 154 pounds. Now they saying that it could be a chance that he take a tune up and go after the Castanos and Charlo winner. That is the goal. I also heard they might just wait for the Castanos and Charlo winner. Now, Castanos and Charlo could be fighting March 12th or March 19th. All right. So they could be fighting one of those 2 days. But right now, uh, well, let's talk about it. Apparently Tim Smith let the cat out the bag, said they both was negotiating. All right. And it turned out that was true. They both were negotiating, right? So, like I said before, to me, it's pretty much easy to predict these things, right? Crawford, right now, to elaborate on this a little bit more, he didn't like what Spence was talking about in negotiations. Okay. So now he gonna try to leverage Spence with 154 pounds. All right, it's rumors I'm hearing, right? But for really great sources, by the way, though. And damn near it's news. It's really news, but I just call rumors to protect myself, right? I don't do clickbait. So right now, like I assume Crawford is using the jump up to 54 as leverage, right? He really wants to, I won't say satisfy, but you could say that, but he really wants to shut down people that's naysayers, right? But now apparently they were in negotiations and they said Errol was talking that dumb ish. Now they didn't elaborate on what that dumb ish was, but they say Errol was talking that dumb ish. All right. It says Spence was talking dumb ish in negotiations. They're saying they were revisited after he beats Ugas. So that's the word. So, like I said before, it's not hard to tell. Like Nas said, why he threatened to go up to 54. Now, my thing was, this. Like, you want to leverage against somebody like Charlo Castanos, which to me, it's a risk. It's a big risk, bro. Like, I had to say that. We talked about this last night. Both of them dudes, are tough. And obviously Terence Crawford would know that. Now, this can be posturing, all right? Kind of like I'm gonna do this, but then again, you have to think of it this way. It's still PBC. Bob Brown told me that you locked down. He said you really don't have no leverage. If they didn't want to split, basically what he was probably telling them behind the scenes, they don't want to split the bill for the fight. Why would they put the money up? All in to keep all the profits. They saying, this fight ain't projected to do good. He probably like, my people say this fight gonna do 300, 200,000 buys, 400,000 buys, right? Why not split the bill with us? Right? Why not split the bill with us and take less of the hardship? And then you be like, if they split the bill with us and the fight did really, really good, they want to do a rematch, then they could just cut us out and make you come over here. It just didn't make no sense not to split the bill for the first fight if the projections were saying that the fight didn't make no money. All right. So apparently PBC is willing to do the fight, but it's always been, like I said before, I said this many years ago. It's one of the reasons why people got mad, right? I said this many years ago, is that, I got this from a great source too. Many years ago, they said Errol Spence don't want that fight. At first, people was blaming Al Heyman for not wanting to fight. Errol Spence didn't want the fight. Straight up and down now, you got some people saying that this fight gonna happen in 2022. I had really good people, people that ain't with PBC, people that's really close with PBC, really close to the situation is going around saying the fight gonna happen, right? But right now, as the news come out, and I got this from a really, really exclusive source, they said that he talking that garbage in negotiations. So apparently he negotiating before he fight Ugas, and that's all I asked for. If they can come to agreement before the Ugas fight, that's fine. I don't think that's counting his chickens before he hatch. But you're supposed to be confident. Confidence is one of the major keys to being a boxer and boxing and being successful. If you ain't confident, to get your confidence and to get your self-esteem up, right? But yeah, so basically he was trying to satisfy what we've been seeing on YouTube. Like Tom said, they listen to us. I don't really pay attention to people listening to me. Really never think people listen to me. All right. Just a small squirrel in this world trying to get a nut. You feel me? But basically they were negotiating, and he said that he didn't like what he was saying, so he walked away. So people just gonna say, well, Crawford price too high, obviously. But it's up to Crawford. He kind of conform to what people wanted. He ain't gonna confirm the Spence. No, he ain't gonna bend the Spence. But now he threatened to go up to 54. And my thing is, you go up to 54, it's still the same problem. If Castanos and Charlo get off all the belts, you only can go after one belt. They can just drop that belt. Now, he go after the WBO if he granted Super WBO champion status. I'm not sure if he has been granted that or not, right? But he can go up there and force him to drop the WBO. They ain't got no issue with dropping the WBO, right? If you're gonna get in the WBC, you probably got to fight somebody. Lubin and Fondor winner is fighting for this final title eliminator. So you're gonna go to the WBA, probably got to fight somebody. Go to IBF, probably got to fight somebody. So whatever belt you do choose, all Al Heyman gonna do is tell them to drop the belt. Even though if Charlo really want to fight Terence Crawford, Al Heyman probably gonna tell him to drop the belt and pay him some money to drop the belt, and that's messed up. Or they might say, you know what? Let's let Charlo defeat him, and then Errol problem gone. Errol got a really, really fanatic fan base. They just gonna say, he never would have beat Errol. Errol knocked out Charlo, and Errol knocked out Charlo in sparring. So, he couldn't fade Errol. So they got all the leverage, bro. Unless you're willing to take what he giving. If not, dude, what's gonna change between now and Ugas? Fight with Ugas. The numbers can change. The numbers might not be there the month. They never gonna admit that though. They never gonna admit that. They never gonna sit here and admit that. So really, it's take what he offer and move on, or get whiteballed out of here, or blackballed in this case out of there. If you go after Charlo, they just gonna drop the belt. Then what you gonna do? Drop the belt and chase Charlo after another belt? Makes no sense. Then they gonna put title eliminators in front of you like Tony Harrison and Fondor and Erickson Lubin and Brandon Adams and all these killers out there. So like I said before, either you gonna take what he offering, or you gonna string it out and say, you know what, man, we gonna see if we get a better deal at DC. It is what it is, bro. Either you taking it or you leaving it. They not gonna play fair. Then if they not playing fair at the box office, or excuse me, they not playing fair at the negotiation table, then what you think they're gonna play fair on what you think they're gonna do, play fair on the scorecards? You can think you go in there and knock them out, but all they tell Earl do is just stay standing up, and we gonna, just long as you stay on your feet, we gonna give you the decision, we give you a draw, and we leave this alone. So real at the end of the day, you trying to play a game with these cats that really all they want to do is, damn, why do you want to steal me for my paper? That's all they want to do. They don't want to play fair, bro. And then all the time you waiting along, you elongating this situation out. You getting older and older, and that's what they want. No, Errol Spence could be getting older and older, but they could tell him like AJ versus Ruiz too. Just stay on your feet, you gonna win. Just box a stick and move. We gonna give you the decision. So now he trying to leverage 54 against Spence, and you can't do that, bro. You have no leverage, like Aaron said. You can't leverage PBC versus PBC. Now, what he could do is go at the WBO and when, old boy dropped the WBO. If he dropped the WBO, no one want to fight him. Unless he already know him, Charlo Tucker, they're going to fight. You can fight Tim Zoo and make some money. Then I got some other news, too. I forgot, bro. Let me squeeze this in before I forget. I don't mean to be all over the place. All right, I'll read from a teleprompter. Yeah, boy. And I'm back with another one. Now, Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, 5'10", 5'9.5", 72-inch arms. Shoe size is 9.5. He like hot and ready for olives and pickles and banana peppers. And Terence Crawford, he likes his hot and ready. Half Italian bread cheese sticks, other half double pepperoni and garlic and parm only in the middle. Their negotiations has broke down. So, okay. So, all right, this is what I also heard. This is somebody else who's been solid. So the other things that Crawford might tune up if he ends up waiting for Charlo Castano winner. But I heard MTK really want that fight for Crawford. So I guess he officially signed, or he has an announcement. If he messing with MTK, said Crawford could be fighting at 54 next. The ultimate goal is to get the winner, Castanos and Charlo. Let me find out. It was something else in here I read too, man. Hold on. Top Rank is going to offer Crawford a fight with Taylor if he is successful against his mandatory defense. Talk about Taylor and Jack Catterall. So that's pretty much the rumor that's going on. I heard he going back to Top Rank. So, he got options. If you had to ask me, I'll fight Josh Taylor. If I got to go abroad, it depends who you want to get stuck up by. You know what I'm saying? Or you just take what Errol offering and keep moving. I ain't want to tell you what to do. I ain't telling no grown man what to do. But, you playing into their hands. Either, you get this executed or you walk away from it. Honestly. You sit down, if you rock with NTK Global, I tell them, look, lay me out the best plan to make the most money. Because my thing is, they can offer up, they can have, some of them guys over there in the UAE and Dubai put up a whole bunch of money, and can Spence turn a whole bunch of money. It probably would. Now, I'm my own boss. I ain't going over there. That's fine. That's fine. But at the end of the day, they negotiated. Now it fell out again. Like, bruh, what else can you do, bro? Because if you retire today, you drop that belt today, tomorrow, they put themselves in position to be undisputed. And people not going to bat eye either. You got popular opinion in boxing or you don't. That's the messed up thing about boxing. That's the main reason, even with all the injuries and all the head trauma, that's the main reason that I wouldn't recommend anybody, kids or my kids, to box. Only for self-defense. I wouldn't allow you to compete because you're going to get, I don't want to use that word, but you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get robbed in the amateurs. And they're going to rob you as a professional. You put all that time and money in to traveling around the world, going to different tournaments, going pro, and they take it from you. It's a lot of fighters out here that's better than the majority of these fighters that's prize fighters. These prize fighters just got the right backing. And whatever happens, all they're going to do is laugh at Crawford. And these the ignorant people who got a voice on social media, but they don't spend nothing, they don't buy nothing, they don't care about nothing. But apparently he walked away from the negotiation table. And like I assumed the other day, he's trying to leverage 54 against 47, but you can't do that with PBC. Though end goal is probably going to have to be Tim Tszyu. So this dude, I told y'all this several years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, that this dude didn't want this fight. And a lot of people unsub. You think they're going to sub back? No, and I don't care if you do or don't come back. I don't even want you to come back. But I told you. My credibility just up. People not going to admit it, not no clickbait, straight drop, real shit, man. Blue magic. You feel me? I should go all the way up. Nothing can stop me. People not going to admit that. Apparently, they was negotiating, and they said Errol started talking that dumbish, is the exact words. All right. Well, the real word. And he walked away again. And now he going to try to run up to 54. But they said they will address this after the Ugas fight. What's going to change? The only thing can change is that he looked very, very bad, and they give him the fighter. He barely get the fight by the hair of his chinny chin chin. That's the only thing that I legitimately can see changing. That's the only thing that I can see changing. Really, that's the only thing that I really could think, say, oh man, that's definitely gonna change him. That's the only thing. Seriously. He said, man, you know what? I'm retired. I'm gonna go get the biggest bag. But then he always can jump up and fight Canelo. He always could, but then again, if he look bad and say, you know what, man, I can't be the fighter I was. That's the only way he gonna fight. Or he just say, you know what, I'm retiring. And at the end of the day, that is what it is. That's the only reason this dude is gonna fight this dude at this the end. He looks shaky versus Ugas, or he lose. Then I'll say, man, you know what? I fight him. I definitely fight him when I'm done with Ugas, so I get Ugas, But that's just where we at with it at. So I knew when he started talking about leveraging. When he started talking about going up to 54, man, I just been around the sport too long. You've been around the block a couple times. You've been around the block a couple times, so you know. Oh, he trying to leverage, but you can't leverage PBC. All they gonna do is play you. They're gonna say, oh yeah, we give you that fight. And either you're gonna go in there in the fight of your life and lose, and everybody knows it's a dangerous fight versus Carlos Castanos, or you know what I'm saying, or They gonna just pull the whoop-de blam on you. They gonna pour the whoop-de blam on you. You know what the whoop-de blam is? They gonna pull that fight. They gonna say, well, we just gonna drop the belt. You ain't taking 90-10 split versus Charlo. We just gonna drop the belt. I already know how these dudes play, man. It's not rational at PBC. There's no rationale. They losing money. However you looked at it, been around so long, they losing money. There's no rationale. There's no rationale in this, bro. It's just to the point where, we want to control everything, but you can, you control whatever you want to control. But if you constantly losing, you know what I'm saying? You constantly losing money, you're going to be out of business soon anyway. Showtime got to be thinking about pulling the plug. I could take this money and get a Emmy Award TV series to, do some movie series on top of this. You know what I'm saying? So, it don't make no sense. It makes zero sense, bro. You boxed in. You are boxed in. And it's a sad thing about it, though. Very sad about it, bro. And you can't deliver what you want to deliver and what you want to deliver, but he never was going to deliver it. He never was going to fight you unless you look vulnerable. And nobody going to call a Punani or Virginia, if you know what I'm saying. People not going to call a spade a spade. They're not going to admit it, bro. And that's just the now if we was in it, if we was, in the 90s, man, he would have to do the Riddick Bowe, but we not there. But it's sad, bro. And people laugh, oh, he's fighting Yugas for 3 belts. And then my thing is, guess what? If he, turn around and fight Stayonis, people saying, well, I'm gonna wait to see who he fight next. Bet he turn around and fight Stayonis, a Becuase, or Keith Thurman, then they just gonna change the narrative. Anybody that's laughing because this fight not, I'm not saying it had to happen next. The Ugas fight is straight. But I want to see a lot of these niggas going around, saying that oh, this is a better fight. I want to see y'all fight pay-per-view receipts. Show me you bought the fight. I double dog dare you. Show me you bought the fight. I know most of y'all probably do buy the fight. Show me you bought the fight. You know what I'm saying? Show me you bought the fight. All these dudes talk about, oh man, this dude ain't got no money, this, that, and the third. Whoopty whoop. Errol Spence fans bought the fight. Show me if he bought the fight, why he do 200,000 with like Danny Garcia? And really did like 200,000 with Sean Porter. Who many of you niggas buying the fight? What's Dallas population, bro? Let me see. Right? How many niggas living in Dallas, bro? There's 1.3 million niggas living in Dallas, and not half of y'all buying his fights. Not half of y'all. In the great state of Texas, since 2021, there's 29.5 million people in Texas. Barely probably 1% of you niggas is buying his fights. Come on. Come on. You ain't got no support, nigga. I mean, come on. Okay, hold on. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. Okay, man. All right. So, all right, when the Cowboys played the Chiefs, 20.3 million people watched the Cowboys and the Eagles, with the Eagles playing backup football players. 20.3 million people, man. Not even 2% of them people probably ordered a Spence fight. We got the real numbers. Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you. Right here. ESPN Monday Night Doubleheader Saturday debut viewership of 20.3 million people watched the Cowboys and Eagles. 19.1 people watched the Chiefs versus Broncos this past Saturday. They said ESPN's most watched regular season game in a decade. Don't matter. Come on, where the Errol Spence fanatics at, man? That's all we asking, bro. So like I said before, negotiations broke down because somebody didn't want to pull their pants up. All right? That's what happened. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's what happened. Somebody, so they said they revisited. Like I said before, if they gonna revisit it after Ugas 5, they waiting for analytics, they waiting for numbers, or whatever the situation may be. If that's what they waiting on, bet I understand. But this may be the last Hail Mary to make this fight happen. Now, we'll see. But it don't matter. You got nowhere to go if you Terence Crawford, you boxed in. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, response, your video request, all my social media subscription. Twitter's the fastest way, and Facebook and Instagram. Reach out, want to make a financial donation. Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313. Roll the bottom screen, both between usernames and description. PayPal link there as well too. Appreciate everybody financially hold me down. It's Goodfella TV, new name. Same game. Best way to donate, comment, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe us, bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications.